Here is an EOA Live LeGrand story.
The Grande High School girls softball team are the 4A state champions for the second year in a row. They won the state playoffs in an exciting 4-2 game on Saturday night in Eugene. Before last year, LeGrand High School had never had a softball championship, so to have them win 2 years in a row is an amazing achievement.
My name is Lexi Gomes, and I was a senior this year and got to graduate on the softball field.
I'm also a senior this year, and my name is Elena Carson.
I also am a senior and got to graduate on the field, and my name is Kara Gooderham.
My name is JC Siebert. I am only a junior.
I play left field.
I play shortstop.
I play center field.
And catcher.
We've been playing softball for
Forever, literally.
There's not a time I can remember we weren't on the same team.
Probably since we were 7 or 8.
Grade school for sure.
Yeah.
It's
T-ball.
Yeah.
Little
Playing
league.
against each other.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We were
always.
all of us were on the first UC Lightning team
Yeah.
for ASA. So
And we
that's
were
pretty
like
exciting.
8, 9, 10.
It's been fun watching UC Lightning grow.
So many funny stories.
I mean, we always remember when people trip over the bases. Those are always really good. JC tripped over third base one
More
time.
than once. More than once.
So it's always fun remembering the times that we've...
Tripping over your mitt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Lexi.
Yeah. Back to your infield
I
days.
also did a backflip over the
Outfield fence.
fence.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kara put a hole in our new fence one year, catching a ball. So
Yeah. That was
pretty
fun.
Yeah.
Coming into this year, we had a huge target on our back after winning the state championship last year. We kind of assumed that we would have to play the same team again, and we ended up playing the same team again for the third year in a row, which was kind of nice actually because we have a lot of information on them. We know how they're going to play. They've had the same pitcher for 3 years. So it wasn't a huge surprise. I know we all came out on the field at the championship game and we didn't even know what to think. We were like, why aren't we nervous? Shouldn't we be feeling something? It was definitely a weird feeling, but I think we were just kind of used to it, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And we had a great record.
Yeah.
23-1.
24-1.
And when we lost, it was really good for us. We lost against Pendleton,
Who won state last year.
who won state last year, and it was a really good game. And I think it was really good for us to lose, to get that experience, to learn from our mistakes, and just kind of know that we can pick our heads up. And it was really good.
We did beat them our first game. We beat them our first game, and then we lost to them.
Yeah.
We beat them 7-1.
Yeah.
And then we lost 2-4 or something.
4-3.
4-3. So it was a close game.
Yeah.
The expectation was there.
Yeah.
Going into it, we had it we were going back to the championship.
Yeah, like Woody said, I mean, it was an expectation to go to the championship, not a goal. It was, the community was expecting us to go.
We just kind of waited around until we actually were going to the championship. We played the games and we kind of knew we were going to go. But at the beginning of the term, our very first game of playoffs was a little rough starting it. We didn't hit very good, but by the end of it, we did. And then our quarterfinal game was really close.
Yeah,
it was tied
was
till
scary.
the 6th inning. And then people picked each other up and we came back and won. And then our semifinal game, we did super good. We won.
Semifinal was
probably
The best game we've ever played all year.
Yeah, and then obviously we won in the state championship, but that was definitely not our best game.
Definitely
Our worst game probably, yeah. But a win's a win.
And the cool thing about our team is there's not just a couple people who are good. Everyone's good, and people have bad days, but the younger girls are able to pick us up and play good, or they're having a bad day and we pick them up, and it's really cool just to see our team work together because not one of us is on every single day, and we all just are there and positive and pick each other up.
Everyone contributes in a different way at one time or another, and
it's literally giant family.
Yeah.
Even the coaches, it's just one giant.
Yeah.
It's so I love it so much.
Yeah.
We just have a good time. Just have fun.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And play some
the
softball.
best team.
Yeah, and that too.
I think it helps that we've been playing with each other for so long that we've all just been friends.
Yeah.
We definitely have the best team chemistry. I play 3 sports, and this team is definitely the best bonding team that I've ever been on my entire life.
I know during our state championship game, we had one inning that we were really struggling, and I called a timeout, and I brought everyone in, and I was like, hey, we're just here, we're having fun, we're playing softball, we're a family, we love each other. I mean, let's just play for each other and have a good time.
Yeah,
Because we just were getting so intense because the field's overwhelming, everything's overwhelming sometimes. But and I think that was a moment where it was like you really saw us come together
Yes.
when
I know
we were
outfield
struggling.
Came
Yeah.
out. We came together too while you guys huddled up and we prayed. And then I remember coming into the dugout that inning and I was just like,
Like we got 2 more outs and we were out of the inning after we prayed. It was
I
amazing.
know. Yeah. But then we went to the dugout and I kind of got on everybody and it's like, we need to be up on the fence talking. We need to get this. This is our time right now. We need to get it done.
Don't buckle.
Yeah.
And before every game, we have like a
Motivational.
motivational talk we have that's like consistent. It's like I say, it's the same
champion.
words.
Every
Yeah,
game.
it's I'm a champion, and we like chant it before every game, and then we pray after. And I think that really brings us all together, just because it's just us, no coaches, nobody else. It's just us on the field, and we're just talking and laughing and having a good time together.
Like all of us
All of
memorized it. It's
Yeah, it's like 2 pages, and we haven't memorized.
We haven't. I don't think it's unique. It just seems so normal to us that we're all
It's
close.
been,
Like it's been like that for so long that we don't really see like us not getting along. Like we can do anything, go anywhere with each other, and it'd be fun. And
I could see like other people looking in and
Yeah.
thinking, "Oh, it's kind of weird how close they are."
Yeah.
But I mean, to us, it's always been like that.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we've always just automatically bonded with each other.
We've
Yeah.
always talked about like hard feelings. Like
Yeah.
just don't be so soft. Like,
Yeah.
don't get your feelings hurt so bad. Like we're just trying to help each other. But I know like last year was a completely different year, even though like we won and everything. Like our bond with the coach wasn't as strong as it was this year. So
Yeah.
it really helped with the team chemistry with the girls. Like we bonded so well. The littlest things for sure, but.
I think a lot of people were worried about like having a new coach and like having it be different and like adapting to that. But I think it went better than like any
It
of us
helped.
expected.
Yeah.
Like we got along with like Woody so well, and he
And it
brought in
helps
so
that
many new
he-
coaches, and we all just got along with them.
Helps that he's coached us
Yeah.
in our ASA years. Like I've been on his team. He was one of our first coaches, so we've known him since we were like 8 or 9.
Yeah,
So
same
that
with
was
Lynn. Kashana.
Yeah,
I
Lynn.
mean, he's
Lynn.
been in our
Oh
lives
my
for
gosh, yeah.
ever. And it was really nice having him on the high school team. He also mentioned in the state game that it was the first high school state championship he's ever won, and
Which was super
it was
special.
it really filled my heart, and it was a great experience to have.
It was awesome just to experience it with all the people that you've been playing with for so long, and like all the people that have helped you get to that point.
Definitely. And as seniors, it was really like special for us to come out of the season with the championship and get to graduate on the field. I know some people asked me, they'd say, "Oh, were you sad you weren't at graduation?" And I was like, "No, I loved being out there. It was so great on that field with all the girls, and it was just all the focus was down on us 3, and we got to hold the trophy, and it was amazing. It couldn't have been better."
Yeah, and the support in the stands.
Yeah.
Everyone came to Eugene and watched. I mean,
know.
this side was blue and white.
Yeah.
And it was a great feeling. I enjoyed it.
The community
It's-
support
I
is
know.
amazing.
It's
They
crazy
support us.
how like so many people from the community support us, but it's like the impact we've had on them, like just by playing softball. It's amazing how many people support us and like love to watch us do what we do.
I think it catches our attention that we've won 2 consecutive
Yeah.
state championships,
Yeah.
but they've helped out more than anything for sure.
We had the bases loaded like
Twice?
Twice?
Again? Like last year?
Like last year, with no outs.
No outs.
There wasn't. I mean, I'm sure it was like nerve wracking, but I was never really worried that like we couldn't come back for it or that we were gonna not win. But I think we all have faith in Allie and JC calling pitches and like getting it done. Like someone will do something to help us get out of the inning.
Well, and like we always come together. Like
Yeah.
we'll call a timeout. Woody will call a timeout. Captains, anybody on our team will
Yeah.
call a timeout and say, "Hey, calm down. We're a team."
Yeah,
And
we just need
we just relax.
one pitch at a time. Like,
Yeah, and we know that we're such a good hitting team. If there's a mistake out on the field or
We can
Allie
make up
accidentally
for it.
walks someone or anything like that, I mean, we go back in the dugout and everyone hits.
We make
and
up
that's
for
and
it.
we just, we just get our rally caps on and we go out and have a good time.
We pick each other up
so well.
It's insane. Like you
Freshmen.
would be
Yeah.
so lucky to be
Even
on
the
this team.
freshmen.
I mean, it's incredible.
It was just crazy, like thinking from my freshman year to my senior year now, how much this program has changed and how like well we've all came together and how like great we play together. It's just
I
crazy.
think it definitely has to do with the girls.
Yeah.
Like, we couldn't have done it without each other.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, I think it really started last year. I think we started growing, like, last year it just started, and we just, the bond just grew so tight, and it was hard losing our seniors because we loved them so much last year. But this year, we just came in, we had new freshmen that came in that just stepped up, and we had such a great time.
We've been close with them for a while.
Yeah.
Like, I played with Grace and Kinsey forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were really fun.
And they did very well. They've done very well all season.
They have done really well.
They've definitely made a statement for the little freshman class.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like much.
Yeah, it doesn't hit us.
I mean, we made history, but it just seems normal because we're so used to winning. Like, that's what we do. We hit the ball, we catch the ball, we play softball, and that's what we do.
It's a great achievement. Like, we know it's a great achievement for sure, but
I mean,
it doesn't really like impact us right now. Like, I imagine in the future we'll look back and like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, we did that.
It just hasn't hit me yet.
I know.
It doesn't even feel like we graduated or anything.
I know.
And it's just kind of like we go out and we just play softball and we have fun. It's not like
we do our thing.
Yeah, it's not like we're nervous or stressed out that we're not going to play well. We're just there to have fun, and that's our coach Woody always says. The number one rule is have fun, and it's true, and that's what we did. And you achieve great things when you have fun.
Yeah.
Coming into my freshman year, actually, I was like the catcher, and I like got first team all state or whatever, or all league, and then JC Seaver came up, and I was like moved to a different spot, and it was like reality hit me. Like, it was so hard for me to switch spots, but it ended up being like the best for our team. And like looking back, I actually wrote an essay on it for one of my scholarships, and I talked about how hard it was to transition from such a big role on the team to just being an outfielder, but that still is like I had such a huge place on the team, and I ended up having the game-winning catch in our championship game last year, and like it just showed how like God will not like take something away without having the intention of replacing it.
I think for me, it's kind of similar to Lexi's. Like, my role is different every game. Like, even though I play shortstop, my role is to not make the best play, or and I'm leadoff, and my role is not always to get on base. But some games, my role was, and I wasn't on that day, and my role was to be in the dugout and be loud and cheer on the people who were doing well. And I think it was a good life lesson for me, because it's hard, because I'm really competitive and I always want to do my best, which is good. But for me to realize that I don't always have to be perfect or always have to get on base, and to not have to have an off day, I can always pick up my other teammates, and to be happy for them when they do well, even when I'm not doing well, is a huge thing that a lesson that I learned that I think will benefit me throughout my whole life.
I think I learned that, like, no matter what, like, your team has your back, and like you always have to have like a positive attitude. Like, people are always watching you, and you never know like the impact you have on them when you're not paying attention. And like I don't know, I just learned how to be, I think, a different person, and like have different leadership skills, and just be a better person from playing softball. I think
I've learned to move on from mistakes, and when you don't hit good, you're not perfect. There's always somebody behind you to pick you up. Move on, have fun. There's always something great to come in the future. I've learned that it's easy to make great bonds on the team, and it's really hard to see them go, but they're always going to be there in the future, and it's really hard.
Oh, that was really cute. Daisy. Oh, don't even cry. Too emotional for this. No, it was a good year.
Yeah, it was a good year.
It was a good year. It was good tears.
I think it's like, I don't know, I think I've said this before, but I play 3 sports, and this sport has definitely taught me the most. It's
so mental.
Yeah, it is. It's all mental. And that's what I told our team going into the championship game, like big University of Oregon field. Like, it's all mental from here on out. Like, we know we have the ability. We did it last year. But it is a really hard game to play.
Our coach told us that we're such a good team, no one's going to beat us, but we can beat ourselves.
Yeah.
So, and it's true. Like, I think that we are the best team in the state, but I think that if we would have gone down on ourselves, and we could have beat ourselves, we could have lost a game. because our heads weren't in the game.
Even in our semifinal game, when there was so much going on, like there was so many stoppage times and there was so much other stuff going on, we never let that get to our head. We just focused on playing softball, and we like buckled down and we got the job done. I think definitely last year people were like, where is the Grande even at? But I think after winning state last year, we made a statement and people know who we are now.
We also played Henley 2 years ago in the semifinal game and lost. So
that was definitely, they didn't know.
They didn't know.
They had
didn't
no idea who we were then, but
they
thought
definitely
we were
do
a
now.
bunch of hillbillies that happened to get into the playoffs. And
just by luck or something.
They definitely know who we are now.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think we'd be half the team we were if we didn't have our coaches helping us and supporting us and being there every practice to help us get better.
So phenomenal.
16 coaches.
Yeah, they're all so unique in their own way.
And
Woody, I always see him in the outfield, but then we have Lynn in the infield, but then you've got Maya, who's had college experience at first base, and
same with Kendra, and Shelby.
Shelby, they've all had their
Travis,
3-time national champion.
It's just Pete,
Peter,
Cody.
They just care. They just care so much about us. And not just they love the game. They really love the game, but they just love us. Like they love being there because
they love watching us play the game.
Yeah. They all have a different impact. Like they each have a different role. Like I always go to Travis for the mental aspect of it. Like he always knows exactly what to say.
Yeah.
And they've all had their own experiences. Like Lynn's played men's fast pitch, and Travis has, and Woody's been coaching for years, and we've had players, and it's just there's
like Shelby won a national championship for Pacific Lutheran.
We probably have the best coaching staff in the state of Oregon.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's impressive.
I know, like Woody is just so humble. Like he wanted to get Lynn Cachado to be coach of the year, but you just can't do that because he's not a head coach. But it was just really.
I think all of our
awesome
coaches
to
deserve
that.
to be coach of the year, but I mean,
I think well deserved for all of them. Though, for sure.
Yeah.
Our coaches definitely, even though they made such a huge impact on us, they always said, "This is your game." They don't have much of an. They always tell us that we're the team, not them, and that's cool for a coach to say, that you guys are out there, and they just during the game they don't really talk to us. They just say, "You know how to play. Get out there. During practice we'll work on it. Right now you guys just play your game." And I loved that. I really loved that.
I think they know that, like, obviously we had off days and, like, a lot of people didn't hit. Like, they know that someone's going to do something, and they trust us that we'll get it done and we'll come through. And I think that was the biggest part. Like, we trusted them and they trusted us.
We can't thank the community enough. No. They were amazing this year and last year.
I don't even know where to start. Like,
without the field, the uniforms, everything,
the support.
I can't wait to see where the program will go after this. It's just.
Yeah. I'm sad I won't be a part of it, but it was amazing to be there when this all happened and watch the program change. And
hopefully we'll keep it going.
Yeah.
Me and Allie and Jaden will be back next year. JC Houghton will be back next year, but we have a ton of freshmen and sophomores coming up that are just as talented as everybody else was. And I'm excited. I think I could see us going pretty far again next year.
We have a good youth. Like, our UC Lightning has definitely.
I think us, we definitely impacted people and made them want to play more, and I think that's just awesome.